I now believe there was and may very well still be a Russian spy presence in Hawkins.
Russian spies.
I'm sorry, Murray. Are the Russian spies in cahoots with the aliens, or how do they fit in here? Because I'm confused.
I'm talking multiple reports now. Multiple reports, okay, of a Russian child in Hawkins.
That was actor Brett Gelman as private investigator and conspiracy theorist Murray Bauman in the hit Netflix series Stranger Things. He's now out with a new book of short stories called The Terrifying Realm of the Possible, Nearly True Stories. It details the lives of 5 fictional characters facing life's biggest issues, and Brett Gelman joins us now. Brett, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so you have a Dear Reader page here at the beginning of the book, and it says, this is not an autobiography, but rather a series of nightmares.
Yes, yeah.
So how true are we talking here?
You know, the biggest nightmare is that it might be an autobiography, more than I realize. But, you know, worried about the characters being who I actually am, who I was, and even the most, who I might become.
Well, you said it's about you and 4 other characters are all bleeping nuts. You described the book as a comment of deep Jewish anxiety.
Yeah.
Now, in one character, Z, he goes to heaven and he meets God, and God is amazing. Then he goes to hell and he meets Satan, and he says Satan is also bleeping gorgeous, who he wants to have sex with. And that's when I started to worry about you, Brett. Are you okay?
That was, I mean, that's pretty late into the book. And so I'm glad that it took you that long to be worried about me. There's a lot of worries.
Yeah,
and
then I got
that.
worried about you. What is the
okay?
message you're sending here? Yeah.
I think that I'm sending that, you know, the character of Satan in this book and what we think of as evil is something that's kind of human, that's very easy to relate to, you know? It's sort of like the Billy Joel song, Only the Good Die Young, you know?
But you also, the other thing that fascinated me, you said stereotypical Jewish names. Harry Weingarten, Calvin Steinberg.
Yeah.
Calvin Steinberg. There is a Fischel Braverman. What was the point you were making there?
Well,
that was a deliberate choice.
Yeah, it's just like really hitting the Jew home there, you know? But like sort of playing on the Russian writers in that you read Dostoevsky or Chekhov, writers like this, and it's very Russian names. So sort of doing like a American Jewish take on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first story is about the fictional character Abraham Amsterdam, and it's about demons in his head.
Yeah.
Why did you want to start with that one first?
Because that is like something that's kind of autobiographical. I had like OCD from very early on as a child.
Really?
And so what I pictured the OCD as was very much like demons in my head, and I'd draw them and stuff like that. I didn't think there were actual demons in my head.
Yeah.
But like it was sort of like
But it's a common phrase people use when they're struggling with something.
Exactly.
And Abraham went on to become a world-famous comic. But why do you make us wait so long for Stranger Things? I love this
Ask the Duffer Brothers. I don't know. You know, I have to wait
But
too.
you're coming back. You're excited
Season
about
5.
it. Yeah.
What's it like being on set for knowing it's the end?
It's amazing. I mean, I always am impressed with people when they're like, we've done it, you know, let's go out on a high note. And so I'm very supportive of that. And it's a testament to what incredible artists the Duffer Brothers are. And they're perfectionists, so they want to make sure that it doesn't dip. Not that it would, but, you know, they're amazing. So,
but I like Tony's question. What's it like knowing that it's the last season?
Yeah, I mean, it's bittersweet. I owe that show a lot. I love the character. I love all the people that have worked on it. So it's going to be sad to leave, but at the same time, you know, on to the next thing. It's the actor life.
Speaking of characters, we should point out you are the author and drawer of these illustrations, right?
Yeah.
This is your hand.
Yeah, you got some skills.
That's Jackie Cohen. Yeah.
Have you always been a doodler? Is this your first time?
No. I mean, it's hard to tell, right? No, I've always been a doodler, and I've remained at the same level my entire life.
Me too. Brett Gelman, it's great to have you here. We were wondering what you have under the coat, but please don't show us. The Terrifying Realm of the Possible is on sale tomorrow.
Speaking of terrifying.